Right now, new research shows the COVID-19 vaccine can protect pregnant women and their babies. And to look at how much Wisconsin's prison population declined during the pandemic.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
News. UW-Madison Chancellor Rebecca Blank announced that she is optimistic about a return to classroom instruction this fall. She writes on her blog that nearly all courses that were offered in person in the fall of 2019 will return to in-person this fall. Chancellor Blank says there will be a smaller number of hybrid and online classes, which has been the case in the past year. She says dining facilities, academic and research resources will all be open and residence halls will be fully occupied. New research shows the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are effective in pregnant women and women who are breastfeeding. That research was published today in the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Another finding was that women passed protective antibodies to their newborns. They were measured in breast milk and in the placenta. After analyzing more data, AstraZeneca now says its vaccine is 76% effective in preventing symptomatic COVID-19, which isn't a large difference from the 79% it had reported earlier this week. On Tuesday, an independent board that reviewed vaccine data said it thinks some of the data included in AstraZeneca's study was outdated. Researchers say the vaccine is 100% effective against severe disease and 85% effective in preventing symptoms in people 65 and older. Public health officials say yesterday's reporting that Dane County reached a record low number of COVID-related hospitalizations was incorrect.
Yesterday, we shared on social media that there were only 12 people hospitalized for Dane County with COVID-19. Today, we learned that one of the health systems in our area erroneously entered 0 hospitalizations instead of 8.
That mistake brings the actual number of hospitalizations from yesterday to 20. Public health officials have deleted the post about the record low number since that's no longer true. However, officials say hospitalizations are stable, and today 27 people in Dane County are hospitalized for COVID-19. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warn forecast. Another gray day.
I know, Mark. Looking for that sunshine. Good news is that we don't have to wait too long. The bad news is that's not going to be today. Here's a live look from the WISC-TV sky camera. Gray skies every direction that you look today. We are stuck under these clouds for the remainder of the day. Weather Track is showing you some light rain showers, possibly moving into southwestern Wisconsin as well. A lot of that rain not actually hitting the ground, but some showers are not out of the possibility through the rest of today. So take that umbrella if you don't want to get wet. There's a chance for a few showers. Temperatures are slowly starting to warm. 42 in Madison, 46 in Janesville, 45 in Platteville right now. In the Dalles and Camp Douglas, though, you're still in the upper 30s. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid to upper 40s today. 47 right here in Madison will be our high. We'll drop back into the 30s tonight, and some more rain is in the forecast. With temperatures dropping just below the freezing point, some freezing rain will be possible overnight tonight. Mark will have all those details in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Haz. Thank you. A group of local restaurant workers had the opportunity to get vaccinated for COVID-19 today. Health officials expected they could vaccinate about 200 people today with the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson shot.
I didn't want to take 2 shots, so this was actually a blessing.
SSM Health teamed up with Salvatore's Tomato Pies to host a clinic at the restaurant's downtown Madison location this morning. Restaurant workers received the shot were from the Madison Area Chefs Network and Culinary Ladies Collective. New at noon, Wisconsin's prison population dropped dramatically last year amid the pandemic, declining to the lowest levels in more than 20 years. The Wisconsin Policy Forum reported the adult prison population fell nearly 16% from the end of February 2020 to the end of last month. The population now stands at 19,581, which is the lowest point since October of 1999. The report attributed declines to tactics designed to slow the spread of COVID-19. Governor Evers issued an emergency order blocking all new admissions to state prisons in March of 2020. Courts also slowed the pace of trials, and fewer people have had their extended supervision revoked. In county jails, a large number of prisoners were released to slow the spread and placed on electronic monitoring or some other form of supervision. The 21-year-old man suspected of shooting and killing 10 people at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado, made his first appearance in court this morning. It comes as the community bands together to remember and honor the 10 victims. David Begnow has the latest from Boulder.
21-year-old Ahmed Awalawi Alisa appeared before a district judge in Boulder today.
Sir, do you understand those rights as I've explained them to you this morning? I need you to answer out loud, please. Yes.
He's being held on suspicion of 10 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted first-degree murder.
Our position is that we cannot do anything until we are able to fully assess Mr. Alisa's mental illness.
Most Colorado court proceedings have been over video during the pandemic, but Alisa was ordered to appear in person with his court-appointed attorney. Now, the last time we saw the suspect, he was handcuffed and being led to the parking lot of the King Soopers supermarket, where police say he had opened fire with what is an assault-style weapon. Grocery worker Logan Smith hid behind garbage cans during the rampage. He saw the gunman killing people.
Did he ever say anything?
That is the scariest part of it all. Not one word said by the gunman or anyone within the building that I could hear.
No screaming from the victims?
There was screaming within, I would say, the first 5 to 10 seconds, and then dead silence for the next 30 minutes. The only thing that could be heard was store music and the automated store message.
Smith says he saw the gunman shoot and kill the manager of the store, 25-year-old Ricky Olds.
She was near the east side self-checkout. I saw her get shot, and I immediately saw her just fall to the ground. Instinctively, I wanted to rush over and comfort her, but I knew that I would have lost my life as well if I engaged in that.
Outside of the local courthouse last night, over 500 people gathered to mourn the victims, including Boulder police officer Eric Talley, who was the first to arrive at the scene. There were a lot of people who lined the streets as his body was taken to a funeral home. In an exclusive interview with CBS News, Talley's sister says the father of 7 was looking forward to becoming a drone operator.
He's like, it's not my job that's unsafe, Kirsten. He said, it's people. And he said, but, he said, it's not a bad job. He said, there's a lot more good.
Kirsten Brooks says she is both angry and sad, but she's not hateful. She says she refuses to give the gunman that kind of power. David Begnow, CBS News, Boulder, Colorado.
And the suspect will be officially charged and enter a plea later in the judicial process. If found guilty, he could get life in prison. Well, President Biden will face the news media in his first formal press conference since taking office. We plan to take that live on air when it begins. That's a little more than 2.5 months into his administration. Questions are expected to hit on issues from gun control to the pandemic. He also faces questions about what many are calling a growing crisis at the border.
This new surge we're dealing with now started with the last administration, but it's our responsibility to deal with it humanely and to stop what's happening.
The president has tasked Vice President Kamala Harris to lead the administration's border response and work with Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, countries the migrants are fleeing. The U.S. government is adding 11,000 emergency beds to house the influx of children. Complicating the situation, nearly 3,000 have tested positive for COVID-19. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. If you're still working from home, would you be interested in returning to the office if your pet could come along? A look at how many companies are considering pet-friendly changes. That's coming up next.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers. Ashley Home Store.
In the race for Greene County Judge, only one candidate has the experience to keep us safe: Jane Bucher. As an attorney, Jane Bucher is the only candidate with deep courtroom experience handling over 2,300 cases. Jane Bucher is the only candidate to help start a drug court, saving lives and reducing crime. And Jane Bucher is the only candidate endorsed by hundreds of community leaders, judges, and attorneys.
As your judge, I'm prepared to make tough decisions, treat people fairly, and keep Greene County safe and strong.
Millions of customers are switching to Spectrum, and if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because Spectrum gives you internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest, most consistent download speeds. Spectrum wins on TV, too, because they don't have that ugly dish, which means weather-resistant reliability to enjoy live news, sports, and more.
Wow, really?
Plus, multiply your screens with the free Spectrum TV app. Get Spectrum internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Call 833-358-4499.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Give your home a fresh look with the beauty and durability of wall and floor tile from Mohawk. Clean Protect porcelain tile is waterproof and scratch and stain resistant to stand up to life's messes. The Microban technology offers 99% antimicrobial product protection, fighting against stain and odor-causing bacteria for the life of the tile. Mohawk Clean Protect is 11% off exclusively at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's Anniversary Appliance Blowout. Shop in-store or online and save up to 43% off in-stock special buys, like side-by-side fridges for $849 and special no-interest financing at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Well, a pleasant surprise in the status of the U.S. labor market and who let the dogs in? Office space for you and your pets as well. Naomi Ruckham has your Money Watch report.
Significantly fewer Americans signed up for unemployment benefits last week. According to the Labor Department, 684,000 people filed first-time jobless claims. That's the lowest number since before the pandemic snapped the U.S. economy a year ago, and a sign that hiring might be picking up again. There are new signs that the travel industry is on the mend. United Airlines says it will add 26 new nonstop routes from Midwestern cities to vacation destinations in the U.S. starting in May. 20 other domestic routes will also resume as the carrier anticipates a busy summer travel season. United says bookings are at the strongest point since the start of the pandemic. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines is also betting on eager travelers. The budget airline is returning to its old boarding policies, allowing passengers to board in groups of 30 based on number and letter. Southwest does not assign seats and had been boarding in groups of 10 to maintain social distancing. And how about Bring Your Pet to Work Day every day? A new survey from Banfield Pet Hospital finds 6 in 10 companies plan to offer pet flexible options once the pandemic ends. 3 in 10 employees say they've adopted a new dog or cat during the pandemic. More than half said they'd be happy to return to the office if their pets can come too. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Naomi Ruckham.
Naomi, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 39 points. The NASDAQ up fractionally, and the S&P 500 up 7 points. And we'll be right back.
Tonight on CBS, it's a night of comedy and drama, beginning with Young Sheldon, Be Positive, Mom, and Bob Hart's Abishola, followed by the thriller Clarice. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your home. Steinhafels has the largest in-stock selection of the newest styles at the lowest prices. Right now, save 35% store-wide on furniture for every room in your house. A new leather sofa for the living room, a mattress for the bedroom, or a solid wood dining set for the kitchen. And with patio season just around the corner, find the newest styles with savings up to 50%. So shop Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Joe knows that harnessing renewable energy today like we're doing leads to a healthier planet tomorrow.
Joe fights for fair wages for working families because he comes from one.
Joe Parisi apoya programas que mantienen a adultos de edad avanzada libres de caídas y seguros en casa.
Thank you, Joe, for all you do for all of us workers.
Gracias, Joe, por considerar a personas de todas las edades.
Thank you, Joe, for believing there's a better, cleaner way to power the county.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Hattie is standing by now. Hopefully we'll see the sun one of these days.
Oh boy, I really miss the sunshine. It's been a few days, and unfortunately we have today again with cloudy skies, even the possibility for some rain or some freezing rain tonight. Now across southern Wisconsin, best chances will be south and east of Madison for that freezing rain. Sunshine is in the forecast though tomorrow, and that's important. That makes the three things that you need to know. We definitely need the sunshine around here. It only lasts one day though, because it's going to be a wet start to the weekend coming up. Here's a look at weather track. This is what's happening. We have some moisture lifting northward from this storm system to our south. Now these blue arrows represent the path that storm system is going to take. So it is going to pass to our south and east, but close enough to clip the southern part of the state with some more rain overnight tonight. And again, the bulk of that moisture will arrive after midnight tonight for southern Wisconsin. We are starting to see a few of those showers trying to work their way into southern Wisconsin, so it's definitely not out of the question to see a few light scattered rain showers through the afternoon into the evening. Here's a look at high resolution radar though. Again, not a lot of that rain actually hitting the ground, looking more like some very light scattered showers and some sprinkles for areas west of Madison right now. Still dry in the capital city, but again, some of those raindrops west of Dane County. Here's a look at our current temperatures. We are in the 40s, climbing slowly today with that cloud cover. 42 in Madison. In the Dells now, you're actually up to 40 degrees, so climbing 1 degree since just 15 minutes ago. 46 in Janesville and 46 in Platteville. Low to mid 40s through the Wisconsin River Valley as well. Winds are generally pretty light from the north, northeast today. They will be increasing a little bit as we head into the afternoon. Our future track forecast model, not too excited about our chances for rain through the afternoon. Again, they're pretty limited, especially west of Madison. Cloudy skies, though, for all of us, with temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 40s. A few spots maybe near Janesville, closer to 50 degrees today. Again, staying relatively quiet through the evening hours. That northeast wind is increasing overnight, though, and here's our chances for some rain. Again, maybe mixing with a little bit of freezing rain or snow at times, but all that precipitation exits out of the area as we head into Friday morning. So total accumulation on that rain, or even maybe a little bit of ice accumulation, is going to be very light. Best chances to see that ice accumulation in the southeastern corner of the state. Now, we're not done with the rain in the forecast just yet. Friday will be dry, but Saturday, take a look. We'll start at 4 a.m. Saturday morning. Some rain lifting northward pretty quickly, so you may wake up to some wet conditions west of Madison on Saturday morning. That rain spreads through the entire area. North of Rhinelander, there may be some snowflakes even mixing in with that rain at times. Again, we could see a few snowflakes late Saturday night into Sunday morning before that storm system pushes off as well. Total accumulation highest to our north and west across parts of central Wisconsin. For us here in southern Wisconsin, maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Here's a look at that extended forecast then. At least we have a few days with some sunshine here and there. Friday, not bad, 51 with sunshine. And then we'll split the weekend. Sunday looks dry and breezy as well. Mark, there's a little bit of a warm-up for the first part of next week.
Well, it's almost April.
That is true.
All right, Hattie, thank you. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
Let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the foundation for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to be a part of this community for 76 years. During our anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $76. Carpet one room or your whole house, and we'll install it for only $76. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
You expect students to make a mess in schools, but the superintendent, under Deb Kerr's leadership, the Brown Deer School District was a financial mess. Kerr's district's accounts were overdrawn by $500,000, slamming her district with late fees. And instead of firing the employee responsible, he was given paid leave, costing taxpayers $136,000 more to pay him to do nothing. Scandals, cover-ups, taxpayer money wasted. Deb Kerr, the wrong choice for state school superintendent.
Wisconsin makes millions eligible for the COVID vaccine. And this time, those with high-risk medical conditions are in.
They need it. They are anxious about this.
Madeline O'Neill finds out how state officials decide who goes next. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Hey folks, Friday morning we'll update the rain chances in your first warn forecast. Plus, Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers right now to help build some homes. Who's helping out in the meantime, and how Habitat is making its sites safer.
You know, there are 3 things I look forward to every spring. Tulips popping up, replacing my sweatshirts with golf shirts, and getting my hands on the first crop of spring peas. Let me tell you, there's nothing like spring peas fresh off the vine. And whether you eat them as is or toss them in a salad like we're making today, you can't miss. Since the season to get fresh ones is relatively short, don't let that worry you. Fresh ones that are frozen are a great alternative and available throughout the year. To make my favorite spring salad, all we do is combine some mayo with a little milk, a bit of sugar, and some salt and pepper. After that's mixed well, we toss in a good amount of freshly blanched spring peas or frozen peas that we've thawed and drained, along with some cooked and crumbled bacon, a cup or so of diced cheddar cheese, and some chopped red onion. You know, it really doesn't get any easier than this. This salad is as fitting with grilled fish as it is with fried chicken or a big burger. What makes it so addictive is the combination of flavors. The peas give it its freshness, the bacon its smokiness, and the cheese its creaminess. To get the recipe for our easy peasy pea salad, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fresh tasting anytime way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.